Welcome back, everybody. Today we got some really awesome news from New York Comic Con for The Walking Dead. I honestly was not expecting this much information, but we got a lot. So we're going to be covering it in this video today. And we're going to get started right away. But before I do begin, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe because The Walking Dead Season 10 returns tomorrow. And we're going to be doing reviews and breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. So be sure to subscribe. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so a lot of information we got today at New York Comic Con for The Walking Dead, and starting off we got some news about Maggie, and they actually confirmed Maggie will be returning in season 10, which is super exciting. I honestly was not expecting this information. I was almost like thinking that Maggie wouldn't even return in season 10 because they're so far along in filming. They probably wrapped filming season 10 like November, which is only like a month away, so we still haven't heard anything. But today at New York Comic Con they did confirm that she will be returning to The Walking Dead, which is exciting. So she came out on stage and surprised like everybody. It was so hilarious. Like, she's even dressed up as Negan here. She's wearing a mask. And yeah, she came out and just surprised everybody there. And I was not really expecting this, to get this information. But yeah, this was an awesome reveal they did at Comic-Con. But now I want to talk a little bit about when do you guys think she will return? Like, when in season 10? Because like I said in the beginning of the video, they're almost already like done filming season 10. They always wrap filming in November. I mean, it is late November, so they still got like a couple episodes. So I'm just curious to see like if she already filmed her episodes and she's like already gonna be in season 10, or she's like they announced it now and then she's gonna go film the final few episodes. I think she's gonna come towards the end of season 10. I don't think she's filmed just yet. I mean, I could be wrong because they have hit cast members in the past before. Like with Rick's final episode, they did a pretty good job of hiding those cast members who came back and did cameos. But I just don't think Maggie will be there for the Whisper War. If anything, she'll probably be there like maybe for the last battle to help out. But I think she's definitely going to come towards the end of the Whisper War. And I don't think the Whisper War is going to take up the entirety of season 10. I don't think you're going to do another full season of war, after doing like All Out War for an entire season just, 2 seasons ago. So I think towards the end of season 10 is when we're going to get into the Commonwealth, and that'll be a good time to bring back Maggie. Because I still think Georgie is part of the Commonwealth. I think that is the TV show's Commonwealth. So bringing back Maggie will connect the group to that group, or Maggie can come and introduce everybody to that community, and we can see what she's been doing for the last few years. And I also want to talk a little bit about the next piece of information we got at New York Comic Con. We actually got a casting news. Princess, she's a character from the comics, a pretty important character in the comics. She got cast. Paola Lazaro is going to be playing her. Hopefully I pronounced that name right. But yeah, they did cast Princess, and this also makes me believe that we're getting ready for the next story arc, after the Whisper War. So that's also very exciting. She could be the person on the radio because that's pretty much ties in exactly like how it happens in the comics, and we know Eugene is using the radio and he's connecting with people, and we even heard that voice at the end of season 9. So I do think that is going to be Princess, and this sort of confirms it or doesn't really confirm it, but definitely helps out the idea that it could be Princess, because something similar like that does happen in the comics with Eugene. So like back at San Diego Comic-Con, remember they were like talking about the Whispers and the Whisper War so much, but now here in New York Comic-Con, they're just pretty much talking about a bunch of new information, and this is why I kind of think they're getting ready to film this new storyline. That's why they're revealing this stuff. And also, we did get some information about the future of The Walking Dead, and we got some news that The Walking Dead did get renewed for a season 11, which is, I mean, it's nothing that's surprising, but still hearing it actually be confirmed, like season 11 of The Walking Dead, is unreal. So that is awesome. We did get that confirmed today by Angela Kang that The Walking Dead will be returning for season 11. She most likely will be the showrunner for season 11 also, since she was the one that announced it, which again is awesome news. And this renewal actually came a lot quicker than the last 2 renewals. I remember season 9 and 10 both got renewed in January, and this got renewed in October before the season even started. And it used to be like that. I do remember early on, The Walking Dead would get renewed before the season starts, but the last 2 years specifically, they've kind of been holding off and waiting for season or like January to announce the next season. And I think a lot of that has to do with them sort of figuring out contracts and stuff like that. Because the last 2 seasons characters were leaving, Maggie, Rick, Michonne, but now I think they sort of have an idea where they're going, so it's not that hard to renew the season anymore. And since they just now, announced Maggie's return, I'm assuming Maggie will also be in season 11, and that's why they renewed it, because I don't think you're gonna renew stuff and not have the contract settled. So Maggie, we can probably assume that Maggie most likely will also be in season 11, which is great. And I'm just really happy they did bring back Maggie because, well, first of all, I'm really excited to see where she was and what was going on with Georgie and the Commonwealth and all that kind of stuff, if Georgie is the Commonwealth, that is. But also I'm excited because of us losing characters, like we lost Rick and Maggie and now Michonne, but I'm happy they brought back Maggie because we still have like a real good handful of characters on this show remaining, and that's good for the franchise moving forward. We still have really good characters, which I'm happy about. One thing I am interested in, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about this, do you guys think Michonne and Maggie will reunite? Because now Maggie's returning, but Michonne is leaving, so I don't know if they're ever going to see each other again, or at least for a long time. And they kind of left on bad terms. They didn't see eye to eye, and then Michonne was kind of surprised to find out that Maggie left. So we'll see if they see each other. You guys let me know in the comments down below. But honestly, I feel like they aren't going to see each other because of that kind of just builds it up until maybe sometime in the future they see each other. But I would probably say they don't see each other, and then Maggie comes back and then finds out what happens to Michonne and Rick and all that, rather than just hearing it from Michonne. That would be my guess, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? And lastly, I want to talk about some Rick Grimes news, because they did, as always, tease some Rick stuff at these conventions. They also dropped the trailer for the new series, which I'll be talking about in a separate video, because they dropped like a full trailer. It's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. So I'll be doing a breakdown of that in a separate video. But yeah, we did get some interesting stuff about the Rick movies, and then also the CRM, which is like the big thing. So Scott Gimple did say that he and Robert Kirkman have been talking to Andrew Lincoln about the movies, which is exciting because it does look like Andrew Lincoln is going to be involved in the actual production of it, like the behind the scenes stuff, because I do remember Andrew Lincoln saying like he's waiting for a script and stuff like that. Which is interesting because that does mean that they're moving forward with it, which is always exciting. Gimple also did say they're looking to share some information within the next month or two, and they've never really given a time frame before. They always say like soon we're gonna be giving some information, sooner rather than later, and all that kind of stuff. But now they actually gave like a month or two, so be on the lookout for that. If I would have to guess, I would probably say we're going to get some information, maybe like another teaser or a release date or something like that. Probably like the mid-season finale for season 10. I think that would be a good time to, drop that information right when The Walking Dead is going to go on break, create this hype for the movies. Alright, you guys ready for this information though? This is really exciting. So, The Walking Dead tweeted saying this: Gimple teases the 3 circles from Rick's helicopters represent 3 communities, and one of those communities is in the untitled Walking Dead series. So we got one on The Walking Dead. Obviously that was like a main thing in season 8 and 9, and now we got one on Fear the Walking Dead earlier in season 5, and now we're gonna get one in the new show, which is really exciting. And it also kind of puts into perspective of how long they've been planning this in the movies and everything, because the first time we saw those 3 symbols, that was back in season 8 on that can of food that Jadis had. So it really kind of shows us that how long they've been planning this, which really makes me have hope in these series, in the movies, because hopefully all the hard work pays off, because it looks like they have been planning this for a while. So I'm excited for it. At first I was thinking this new series will be its own thing because of the synopsis and how it was going to be like the first generation born into the apocalypse. But they did say it's going to be taking place 10 years into the apocalypse, which is pretty much around the same time The Walking Dead is because of the time jumps they had. So yeah, I mean, the CRM is, I'm just kind of curious now to see where exactly this new series is going to be taking place, because it kind of shows us like how big the CRM really is. We're not done just yet, guys, because they keep teasing stuff at New York Comic Con. This is like a real cool panel, so I did like this one. But yeah, according to the Walking Dead Twitter, at least, you know, the official Twitter, they said that Gimple confirms there will eventually be crossovers in the new Walking Dead series. So wow, I mean, that raises so many questions, and we could speculate for hours who it could be and who's gonna cross over. But yeah, it does look like these worlds are, you know, gonna be connected, and the characters are gonna be crossing over, you know, all over the place. So we don't know who is it gonna be. You know, again, we could speculate for a long time who could cross over. It could be characters from Fear the Walking Dead. It could be characters from the main show. I mean, I don't even know how they would cross over to the other show, but again, you know, there's so much speculation there. You guys let me know in the comments down below, how do you see it playing out? The way I see it is just characters sort of stumbling onto the other show, just like Dwight and Morgan did. You know, they left The Walking Dead and they ran into the characters on Fear the Walking Dead. The same thing will probably happen, you know, again, you know, the Walking Dead characters leaving and they're gonna run into these new characters on this new show. But that's probably going to be like in the future. It's too early to speculate because we just have no context around it, like who's going to leave, what's going to be the reason for them to leave. But at least we know there's going to be some crossovers, which is exciting to hear. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, you know, how do you see these crossovers playing out? And just let me know your thoughts and opinions about all of this, because this was a ton of information we got today at New York Comic Con. I am going to wrap it up there for this video. Again, I will be doing a trailer breakdown for the new series trailer in its own separate video. That'll be coming out later today, so stay tuned for that. But for this video, I am going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe, because we're probably going to get a lot of information now since we're into The Walking Dead season. Season 10 starts tomorrow. We'll be doing reviews and breakdowns, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.